Hello everybody, it's the Doctor here with Typical Manga Fan, and this episode of the Typical Manga Review is dedicated to Inside Mari, Boku wa Mari no Naka, Chapter 74, Making a Move. And we open up with where we left off last time. She's gotten Komari has gotten the message from Isao that he's leaving, he's going back to his parents' house, and thanks for everything, Mari-san. And she basically asked him if he kept a journal. And actually, I keep a notebook. Why? No reason. Don't throw it away. Leave it there. And then here's something that you just told me about, which I completely missed. It says the next page with Yori eating alone under a tree says 1 month later.
It really doesn't feel like a month later because basically what happens is that Yori is just eating by herself, thinking about Mari, and then she hears about people. She hears some people asking her if they want to eat together. And then we switch back to Mari. Actually,
I have to admit, now that I realize there's a time skip, that line makes a little more sense. Like, what do you mean always? It hasn't been that long since Mari was there last, was it? But okay.
Yeah. So basically, all this time, Komari hasn't been coming to school. Don't you get expelled from that at this point? If you don't go to school for like a month?
Well, see, it very well could be she dropped out. I mean, that is less of an issue in Japan than I think it would be here, but because I think in Japan, schooling is only compulsory until after the end of middle school.
Okay, because they're anal about it. Yeah, even my college is anal about attendance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. My colleges usually aren't. I go to the college that does.
Yeah.
There.
And so does go there, and oddly enough, he seems to find an umbrella sitting next to the window or on the window, which is
kind of
odd.
weird.
Oh,
is it there?
I don't know. Is it propping up the window?
It's the keys in there. That's why.
Oh.
That's why the keys in there.
Oh, okay. So that's how she gets in the apartment, and she
goes in the apartment.
But,
Is there no notebook? Okay. Anyway, we go back to Yori, where she actually started to make friends, I guess.
Yep.
Oh, she might not meet Komari after all. Oh, I'm sure she does. I'm sure she still cares.
Yep.
And then we go back to Komari, and then she's just laying down, looking up. And I think this is actually the last time this is what she saw when she envisioned herself as Isao. Like, isn't it before he went to the first in chapter 1 when he went to sleep? This is what he last saw, and this is what he saw when he woke up when he talked to the real Mari, right? Or Mari personality. I feel like this is him trying to get back into what it feels like to be Isao.
Yeah, it could be. I think you might have something there.
Yeah.
But anyways, we see Yori walking home. She sees Komari rather. It's like, I don't know if they're at Isao's apartment or if she's just like sitting someplace waiting for her. Is that at her apartment?
Well,
I think that's Yori's apartment.
I think it's Yori's apartment. Stalker. Yeah. And so not really stalker, just
well, Yori's not any better.
Anyway, so she's like, "Let's go," and then Yori's like, "Where?" And then Komari's like, "The original Komari, the original Komari quit college and moved back home. His apartment was empty. He said he kept a journal, and I have no memory of keeping a journal, but he kept one. So Yori-san, let's go. Look at his journal." And she says this in the very creepy with creepy facial expressions,
like very calm expression,
and very robotic, actually.
Yeah. At my family's house, and Yori's like, she's got a weird, like, what the hell expression of her own right there.
Yeah. Okay. Chapter ends. Black panel. I actually didn't like this chapter very much.
And I can't see why. I think, was it the time skip? I think you were saying. The
time skip really kind of annoys me because it's sort of like. Because we have a lot of things that weren't really resolved. We had the mom going away. She's just been gone the entire month, even though she said she's been away. She's going away for just a little while. Like, seriously, they're just gonna say, "Oh, it's 1 month later." I mean, a few days later, that makes sense.
Yeah, the 1 month later is like, wait, what? Okay.
That's just too much time. Like, it's just too much time. It feels like for something that really only should be like a few days. Like, she's not been like she. Okay, so the month thing started right after she talked to the real Sal about leaving the journal, right? And I get that it takes time for him to get away to leave the house and move back, but I mean, what the hell has she been doing for that entire month? Like staying there. Like, she's not been going to school, but other than that, I mean, she's just been waiting for him to leave.
I don't know, or maybe just building up the nerve to actually go there and get it.
I mean, it doesn't seem like that. And then Yori's just eating alone for a month. It's just too much time has passed for me to really.
And there's also another issue. Where's the mommy Titan been this whole time?
Well, I mean that's what I just said. Like I said, like
Oh, I didn't hear you mention the mother.
I said like the mom. It's unresolved. Like I could get if she was gone for 3 days,
Yeah.
but a whole month. I feel like that's a little too important just to say 1 month is by. And look, maybe they're gonna mention that again. But I feel like when a month goes by, I feel like that should be the first thing that comes up, not this thing.
Yeah.
You know, the journal thing. I feel like the mom thing might be a little more important because we generally don't know where the hell she is. I mean, we saw her. She was like at an onsen maybe. I'm hoping that she's not going at like a lover's place because I hate that type of storyline. Even if it's not the main character, I still hate that type of storyline.
Yeah.
And also, what she apparently had one this entire time. She went immediately after the whole fight, so it's not like she had one the entire time, right? So
Yeah, I mean that would be a whole other issue right there.
yeah. So she probably went to like maybe to her parents' place maybe, or she went to an onsen or something to like get a fresh air. But a month later, I mean that's like that's too much, you know, for anything. And it's also weird because you have this a lot. The previous chapters we kind of have been through like a day. Like we've been with them every single day, every single second.
Yeah.
So to just skip that much and just be like, so nothing's happened in between then, even though we had so much happen in the past week, it just kind of feels weird.
Yeah, like I said, a few days, even a week tops. I think none of us would have neither.
Yeah, a week. Yeah, a week is perfect. A month is insane.
Yeah.
So and because of, I feel like with the month, it's not. I feel like since a month has passed, I feel like a lot more should have happened.
Yeah.
But it just feels like they met yesterday. You know, like it doesn't feel like they haven't. Maybe they have seen each other, but I feel like feel like they haven't. I don't think they actually seen each other for a month.
Yori kind of gives off that impression that she hasn't really seen Mari in this time.
Yeah, I know. It just feels weird that they just stopped talking to each other for a month. It's just a month is too long compared to the time that was been passing by.
And
in
the previous between the two of them and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it just.
All right.
Yeah. And it seemed like she was also beginning to move on. You know, like she's getting friends now.
And then Mari comes back and just drags her back in.
Well, I mean, yeah, and Kamari's, yeah, well, I'll just call Mari.
I do go Mari now. That's just a differentiator from Isao.
Yeah, and then Mari's just at home doing nothing for a month.
Well.
And then the fact that she's still on this case about being the general, I just felt the month thing was unnecessary. And a week would have made sense. I guess
Yeah.
the point of the month was to give time for Isao to move out. I think that's the point of the month, and for them to kind of feel a little. I guess the point of the chapter is to disconnect them a bit, you know, because they've been getting close, and I think this point is trying to just to show you the disconnect, saying like, you know, Yori's ready to move on, but Mari is not.
Yeah.
I think that's the point.
Hopefully the journal will help with that a little bit.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I just feel like them meeting again, even though they just met last. I mean, we don't feel. The thing is though, we don't feel that month, so them meeting again after all this time.
Doesn't really mean much.
It doesn't mean much because last chapter they were just with each other. So
you know, here's a thought that occurs: had the 1 month later come at the very beginning of the chapter, like literally the end of the last chapter was the time skip, and then this chapter starts after the 1 month. Maybe that could have been better.
I think it would have been well, no, have the mom come back, then do the month later. Because again, I think the whole mom thing shouldn't. It's just weird that she went away and then it's been a month and then she hasn't come back. It's like she said she was going to come back, you know.
Yeah, because
I get that the month may not be on.
And the month would be suitable time for Yori to get a Thunder Spear.
Yeah, and I understand that she obviously may not be completely honest with that little note she had.
Yeah.
But I feel like there'd be more of an impact if she was gone for a whole month. I mean, I guess maybe that is the point. Maybe the point is that she was gone for a whole month and no one noticed, which is kind of sad in itself.
Or
but I think
worse,
the brother
no one cared.
But the brother definitely cares.
But the father's in denial, and Mari's probably happy about it.
But then we have to. But I just feel like I just felt like that little subplot should have been finished before the 1 month, because it just feels awkward having that 1 month pass by and she's still not back. Because where the hell has she been for a month then? True. You know, again, I can see where she would go for like even a week, but for a month, I guess, you know. I hope that not the lover's house.
Or at the very least,
I'm making this. Huh?
I mean, I had thought of what if she found a lover during the 1 month.
Oh, that'd be awful. But no, but she had to go somewhere before that,
well,
and it seemed like she was she had a kimono on, or so she was like an onsen or at her parents' house with something like that.
Something like that.
but I just hate that whole sub. I hate that whole sub. I hate the lovers plot supply. I hate adultery. Even if they were obviously falling apart. I don't like it unless it's like they have a final divorce. I'm not a fan of that type of thing at all. You know, like, oh, I found someone else. Like, I hate that thing. I hate that subplot. That's a subjective thing for me, but I just don't like it. And I just feel like, yeah, and I said before, like, them getting back together, even though just last chapter they met, it doesn't feel like they haven't seen each other for a long time. You have to like look at the expression and.
I mean, there's at least been something in the middle of that, like maybe like a montage or something.
Yeah, sometimes. Oh yeah, montage. Well, there was a montage last chapter, but it was before the month, though. That's the thing. Because it had a montage of what the father was doing, what the mom was, what the brother's doing. Yeah. But yeah, it happened before the month, so. Yeah. The journal, I guess, is the biggest part.
Yeah, and I don't know what this is gonna do here. Like, I'm gonna be disappointed if the notebook, the journal is actually nothing at all. But I doubt it. Not with this build.
No. Isao said he had one. What the hell? Then what's in it?
Right, but at the same time, like, well, I was gonna say like it would make sense for Mari to know about it, but not Komari. But at the same time, in a way, it would also if it was something like Mari kind of kept a secret from everyone else, from her other personality, so to speak.
The journal. I mean, I originally hypothesized that the journal is what created Komari, the personality of this Komari.
Ah, okay.
So I was thinking that like you don't remember your creation, right? Your birth. You don't remember. It's like I feel like that type of thing. And if she did, she kind of would realize that I'm not real. I mean, I think that's why the journal thing was kept away from her. But I wonder what is in that journal that would make that that created her.
Right.
You know, like what is so special about that journal? Like what like she knows about his entire most of his life. What in that journal is in there that he would know because that's his journal that she wouldn't, and that would cause her and what makes it such an integral part of this plot right now.
Right.
I mean, what is in there? I don't know. What did he? I mean, to him it doesn't seem like a big deal, obviously, because so it's got to be something. And he's never seen it before, so it can't be some type of interaction that she's had with him.
Right. At least, yeah, because I think he just said that, but Isao never even met her before that.
Yeah, Isao has never met Mari before until Komari took over. So, I mean, Mari herself has stalked Isao.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm trying to think about what could possibly be in that journal that's important, and I wanted a little more from this chapter, to be honest with you. I didn't want the time skip, and I think it was unnecessary. I guess it's again. I get that it's to show that Mari is not. Yori is moving on, and Mari is not.
Yeah.
But I just felt like a week would have been much better, and it would have caused less issues.
Yeah, and I'm inclined to agree with you on that. Now that I realized that there was a month time skip in the first place.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing. It's easy to miss too. Like, you're just like, what the hell is that about? Like a month passed? Okay. I mean, it just doesn't feel like it. I mean, it could have literally been the next day. That's the thing, though. It could have been the next day, and it would have made no difference to the way this chapter is portrayed. Because he could have just moved out in a day. Because we don't know how much time it takes for him to get his shit out. There's a lot of shit, but he could just throw it away. And then Yori is in the same position as she was last chapter, where she's just going to school by herself and not really and contemplating about Mari.
Yeah.
Komari is just still like journal, kind of very emotionless. Now that I think about it, it could have literally been the next day, and it would have made no difference whatsoever.
You're right, and that's what threw me off on that, because I didn't see the 1 month later, and it's like, it's exactly the same as if it had been just another day.
Yeah, so again, I get that maybe there's something will come up that actually does matter, but if it does matter, I felt like that should come out now.
Yeah.
Like, not later, because then it just feels weird at this point, because all we're getting right now is just them meeting again after a month, and it just feels weird. So, yeah, at my family's house. Oh, so she brought the journal to her family's house. Okay, yeah.
So let's see what happens from there, I guess.
I guess she didn't read the journal yet?
Not yet. I mean, like I said, she only just got it, so she's probably waiting to read it with Yori.
Yeah, actually, I'm curious as to why they didn't show her getting it when she went into his room. Because there's the room, there's nothing there. So where's the journal? Is it on the table that she just ignored for a second? Like, yeah. I mean, you go back to the chapter where she goes into his room, you don't see the journal. So,
yep.
I don't.
We'll have to see what comes up next time around then.
Damn it! I don't want to wait 2 weeks. Give me more.
Yeah. In the meantime, that has been our review of Inside Mari, chapter 74, Making a Move. Go ahead and take us away.
Bye.